Hey everybody, Brayden Bengtzen here with Realty Path. Hope you're doing absolutely amazing. Today I want to talk to you guys about when buying a home, who pays for the closing costs? Now that's an excellent question. We all have heard about closing costs and it's kind of like mysterious how much are closing costs. But each party, the buyer and the seller, is actually responsible for different closing costs. And it kind of depends on the market too of who would be willing to pay those. Right now, it's actually extremely difficult to get a seller to pay for the buyer's closing costs. And those closing costs include things like a title and escrow fee. They're the ones who actually handle the transfer of title of your property and the escrow. They handle all the money for you, so that way you can make sure to transfer, that the seller transfers a free and clear title to the property to you, the buyer. So you have that, you've got your lender fees. So depending on which lender you use, you'll have different closing costs. You can buy down the rate or anything like that. There's like a title insurance policy. That's an insurance policy by Utah law that that the seller actually has to pay for you, the buyer, to make sure that there is a clean title to that property. But you also, as the buyer, will have to purchase a title insurance policy for the lender. So that way the lender is also covered, and that's something that the buyer would actually have to do as well. Then there's also some other closing costs as well. There's miscellaneous ones like like credit report fees, things like that. So typically you can negotiate with the seller for them to pay for all or even a portion of your closing costs. But again, with the market being so hot right now, it's actually very difficult to get a seller to agree to those closing costs. If you do have a question about closing costs, specific amounts, it does vary by home to home and depending on who you use. If you want to pick my brain about that, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'd be more than happy to kind of get you an idea of what you might be expected to pay for closing costs. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.